Michell on this Boxing Day morning. Yes, the Boxing Day test gets underway today at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. It should be a great day, weather permitting. Daniel Fanning, St. Joseph's sitting second place on the ladder so far after 8 rounds. You must be pleased with the performance, although the last game before Christmas against South Barwon may have been a little bit, not going your way.
Yeah, that's 2 years in a row now. We've lost the one before Christmas, so maybe we're thinking about the holidays a little bit too much. But we're second on the ladder. I guess aside from one other team, Grovedale, I guess we're in a good position, and everyone else would be happy to be in our spot. And I guess we've got our the rest of the season in our own hands where we finish up. So hopefully we'll be doing a bit of training over the break, and we'll come back ready to go again.
Daniel, you and David Morgan seem to form a nucleus as far as the leadership element of the St. Joseph's Cricket Club First 11 is concerned. Obviously still enjoying your cricket. Some good young ones coming through? We
have got some good young ones. I guess the one that stands out at the moment is Sam Farnsworth, who's our opening bowler. He's taken 13 wickets, I think, and he's sort of coming to his own the last 3 or 4 games and shown a little bit more consistency after a slow start to the season and a bit of a limited pre-season. So I think confidence is a big thing for him, and he's starting to learn now where to put the ball, and he's been rewarded with some wickets.
Leading run scorer in the competition at the moment, Daniel, but also doing some really good things with the ball. Have you been surprised by how much success you have had with the ball this season?
Not really. I guess it's like I said about Sam, it's consistency. If you put the ball in the right areas, you'll get some rewards, and I don't think I've taken more than 3 for in a game, so I've been consistent without being, outstanding. So it's just consistency, which is something that I sort of looked at last year, and I had some good performances, but also had some poorer performances. I've just pretty much tried to reduce the gap between my best and my worst performances and try and be more consistent.
Daniel, the wickets around Geelong, are you finding them conducive to your spin bowling, or are they being produced as good cricket wickets in the terms of the side that the quicks are getting their bounce early, and then the spinners are coming on and still getting effective, making it harder for the batsmen to make runs?
Well, I think we've played 5 or 6 games at St. Joseph's, and the wicket there is. It's not the fastest wicket, and it's not the bounciest of wickets. It gives some spin. Generally, the spins when the wicket wears, especially in 2-day games. I'd prefer it to be a little bit faster, I guess. But it's sort of the way that most of the grounds are around the GCA. It's certainly not the fast, hard wickets that you get in Melbourne, but. It's like anything. You can get wickets if you're putting the ball in the right area, whether you're getting much spin or not, and the same goes with fast bowlers. If you know where to put the ball, you're going to get rewarded.
First year this year, Daniel, of the GCA 2020 competition. I imagine, having played for Geelong, you would have played some 2020 cricket before you did come back, but how are you finding playing it in the GCA competition?
It's been fun. I had a bit of a chat to Grant you a few weeks ago about the structure of it, and I was a little bit sceptical, I guess, of the amount of rounds that we play before we get to the knockout stage, but he sort of explained to me that every club wants an opportunity to play some games at home in front of their own supporters, which I guess is fair enough. But I'm not sure. We sort of play a lot of games against the lower grade sides, which it can be a bit of a mismatch at times. So I think there's room for it to be tweaked around a little bit for next year. Yeah.
How seriously, Daniel, obviously with your eyes on a GCA title, do you take this 2020 competition? Do you throw 100% of your efforts into it?
I think we're like every other club. As soon as you go out on the ground, you put on the club colours, you play as best as you can. You certainly don't want to let down the club and the supporters, and you don't want to let yourself down. So every time you walk out on a cricket ground, you give your best performance.
So far this season, in the 8 rounds that you've played, who of the teams that you've played against has impressed you?
The 2 that beat us.
The 2 that beat us.
Grovedale and South Barwon, I guess. You can't do much more than beat us.
Round 2 and round 8.
Yeah, I guess they're both right up there. Obviously, Grovedale have been the benchmark for 3 years with consistency, so I'd say that they're the side to beat, I guess, and they're a game and a half clear or something like that on top of the ladder. So they're certainly up there. And I think there's about 8 sides this year that are on their day are capable. Every side's got 2 or 3 or 4 players who can take a game away from you. So it's really open up this year, and yeah.
It's an interesting comment because, and you're right as far as the top 8 or the 8, 9 to 10 sides that are pressing for the top 6 positions. But in talking to some of the Grovedale players, they don't feel that they're as confident that they're playing as consistent as what they can be. And yet, as you say, they're sitting on top 9 points clear.
Yeah, well, I can't comment on how they're feeling, I guess, but I guess it's like I said, you come up against a player every week who could take the game away from you. And for example, someone like Ben O'Brien, who played a lot of district cricket for Carlton and hasn't made the amount of runs that perhaps he would have thought he would. I'm sure he's got a big 100 left in him at some stage before the end of the season, which is going to certainly impact on a result. So players like that who haven't had the season maybe that he wanted to, or that Andrew Ferguson, who's a damaging player. Every club's got a player that can take a game away from you.
It's shaping as a really tight end to the season, as we've already highlighted, Daniel. You can throw a blanket over, I think, 7 teams after Grovedale. Where's the improvement going to come from that's going to keep St. Joseph's within that top 6 at the end of the year?
We can improve in all areas, to be quite honest. We still haven't got our opening batting combination probably sorted yet. We've got Rick Humphrey to still come back into the side, and he was our best one-day bowler last year and probably our most consistent bowler. So he's going to come back. We've got David Harris, who after Christmas will be right to go. He's played the last 2 games in the seconds. Missed a lot of cricket because of work commitments. And I think most of the guys would say that they've got a little bit of room for improvement. So, yeah.
Graham mentioned that you're playing a leadership role, obviously, on the field in the first 11 with a lot of experience. Do you try and get down and help out the juniors at St. Joseph's as well? Yeah,
we've had a couple of Sunday mornings, actually, the last couple of weeks, where we've earmarked about 10 juniors that we think have got a future, and we've done some specific coaching with them, and there's definitely some talent there, yeah.
And that's an important ingredient, and one that has been quite a successful plan up at St. Joseph's, is their great junior development, as it is with an enormous number of other clubs. After Christmas, which is now, you're starting to look to the 9th of January, St. Joseph's take on North Geelong, the Magpies. It's not going to be easy first up in 2010.
No, they've had a great first half to the season. I think they might be level with us or a game behind or something, and they beat us out there last year in the second last game, I think. So I guess we owe them one there. So we'll be certainly ready to go for that first game after Christmas.
Because Alf Clark is only 51 runs now away from Jack Singh's all-time record of 10,251 runs. Alf is currently sitting on 10,201. So that'd be a day you'd like to see him take out our coveted Duck Award.
Oh, he can get the record if he likes, as long as we win. Doesn't bother me. I'm more interested in the points than who makes the runs or takes the wickets.
Our special guest joining us this morning on the Geelong Cricket Show, Daniel Fanning, as we go to a break and be back to talk Geelong Cricket Association after this.